Yo, one gaming moment that I'll never forget. I was in my teens flipping through a issue of Dreamcast Magazine, and there it was, Shenmue. It looked like nothing else. It wasn't just a game, it was a world. And now 25 years later, it's been voted the most influential game of all time by BAFTAs. And honestly, whilst I absolutely love Ocarina of Time, I will definitely say that the fact that Shenmue is definitely getting its flowers is something that I'm really happy about. Before the release of Shenmue, I used to stay up watching a really cool gaming show by the name of Cybernet, hoping that they would show more Shenmue footage or just some update around the game. I remember the hype, the mystery, the magic. Definitely was a game that was really impactful back in the days. To me, it wasn't just the graphics or mechanics, it was the feeling. Shenmue felt very alive. NPCs had routines, the weather changed, you could play arcade games, or just stand by the harbor watching the world go by. To me, up to that point of playing video games in a very young age, I had never really experienced anything like that yet. Now, when I look at modern games that I personally enjoy, such as the Yakuza series, which if you do follow the channel, you know I speak very highly of that series, even the GTA series, or even stuff like Red Dead Redemption 2, I definitely do see Shenmue's DNA. The open world realism, the focus on small moments, the way time and space feel real. Shenmue didn't just tell a story, it lets you live it. And now to see BAFTA recognize it ahead of titans such as Doom, Mario, and even Zelda, it definitely means a lot, because for a long time, in my humble opinion, Shenmue definitely felt like a forgotten masterpiece, a cult classic only the truly obsessed remembered. Yu Suzuki said something that really hit me. We asked how real can a game become, and that's exactly what made Shenmue special. It wasn't trying to be a power fantasy, it was trying to be life, and it did it before anyone else. Seeing it top the list over Doom, over Ocarina of Time, it's proof that quiet revolutions can still echo the loudest. To me, that quote definitely does sum up the impact of Shenmue. Shenmue definitely taught me as a gamer to slow down, to explore, to appreciate detail. It wasn't about speed running a quest, it was about living in a place, and that's a lesson I definitely carry with me even now. And with you teasing that the story isn't over, maybe there's still hope for a Shenmue 4. Maybe this recognition from BAFTA is the fuel the franchise needs to return stronger than ever. If you've never played Shenmue, or it has been a while, do yourself a favor, go back, walk the streets of Debuta, talk to the locals, watch the sunset over the harbor, because now more than ever we can finally say Shenmue changed the game. And it's why the likes of Shenmue and even Ocarina of Time are some of the most impactful games that I've ever played in my life, and certainly really happy about this latest news. Anyway peeps, thanks for listening to me ramble. This one definitely means a lot to me because, like I said, Shenmue is certainly one of my favorite games of all time. I'd love to hear your Shenmue memories too. I'm gonna play a video after this one which is the actual news article where I got this story from, so really do want you to kind of at least gauge and watch that, because that was really interesting to see what other people thought about Shenmue. And then if you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay video, be sure to hit the like button, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so before, and until next video we definitely say peace out peeps.
And which one of these computer games do you think has been voted the most influential of all time?
Is the ITV Evening News with Charlene White.
Okay, coming up before Amadou.
And thus the saga begins.
Gamers have spoken. They voted for the most influential video game of all time. It's one you've probably never heard of. And finally tonight, can you name the computer game which has been voted the most influential of all time? Well, it's called Shenmue and was first released on the Sega Dreamcast back in 1999. The action-adventure game came out ahead of better-known titles like Minecraft and Super Mario in a public poll set up by BAFTA, as Charlie Frost reports.
From the most famous Italian man in gaming to the building blocks of Tetris, there's plenty of era-defining contenders in the video game world. But it's one you may never have heard of that's been voted most influential of all time.
If I said to you the game Shenmue, have you ever heard of it?
I'm afraid I haven't, no. No, sorry.
It's been voted the most influential game. I mean, what would you say is your most influential?
Well, I don't get much time these days, but probably Tomb Raider when I was young.
Probably Minecraft, because you learn how to build and like mechanics, and like it's not just like trying to beat like bosses, it's like building, like making stuff.
Minecraft only ranked 6th in the influential leaderboard. So what is it about Shenmue that's got it to the top spot? Well, we gave it to some gamers to test.
You can hear how old it is. Yeah.
Brought out in 1999 for latest console Dreamcast, Shenmue follows a teenager avenging the death of his father. But it looks as if it hasn't got the speed to keep younger players entertained.
If you don't really like the storyline, so such as Mortal Kombat, you can just skip the cinematics and just get straight into the fighting. Unlike this one, there was no skip button, so you actually have to watch.
But fans say it's the fine, sometimes mundane details that set it apart.
The world feels very real. There's a day and night cycle. If you don't go to a shop during its opening hours, you can't go in that shop. And they're really odd little peculiarities for games at that point that actually now we take for granted.
So sometimes it's the lesser known creations that can have the longest lasting impact. Charlie Frost, ITV News.
Oh, that's all for now.